Scott Golden Opportunities Coaching here, and the @PO Perception Twitter account. Today we're going to talk about take massive action for change. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, rate, comment, leave a comment below if there's a subject you'd like us to cover on a regular basis or cover in a future audio, and we're more than willing to do that. In any event, take massive action for change. You know, there's so much that people can do to change their lives on a day-to-day basis. Every action you take has a direct correlation to the life that you live. And when you take massive action, you are, in fact, going to do things that will lead you to the outcome you desire. But sometimes pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, breaking the patterns of what's been comfortable or what you thought was possible or what you believed you could do. Sometimes it's starting a conversation. Other times it's studying a book. Other times it's getting to the gym. It's taking no prisoners as it relates to the mindset you have about the progress you want. Focus on your end goal first. In other words, that means just focus on the things that matter most about what you're trying to accomplish. Focus on how you will feel, what it gives you, the power to change things, the power to ultimately lead yourself in a direction that's going to be positive, progressive, and get you from point A to point B. Taking massive action oftentimes means pushing through negative emotion, pushing through things that are uncomfortable, pushing through self-doubt, self-hatred, fear, questions, and all that stuff into a place of yes, I can. It's about belief and self-belief. Now, here's the interesting thing. Having support is useful, but if you don't support your own ability to grow, it's absolutely useless to have people supporting you if you don't see in yourself the ability to become something greater. See, you were born and destined for great things. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here in this space and time. Our world changes so rapidly that each day you can focus on how you can make the world a better place. Each day you can focus on the difference you can make for somebody else and for yourself. Each day you can focus on growth, easy for me to say. Each day you can focus on progress. You see, ultimately this channel is about you. It's about you seeing yourself in a new light, you telling yourself a different story, you stepping up to levels that you didn't think were possible, getting rid of all misconception, preconception, and negativity based on what you think other people expect for you to do. Because the truth is, other people aren't living your life. Other people aren't having your experience. Other people don't share your dreams in the way that you have them, because if other people did, then they wouldn't be somebody else's, they wouldn't be yours, they'd be somebody else's. And so often we live in a watered down way. We live in a subdued fashion. That way that we live is usually based on, well, what if somebody else doesn't like what I said? What if somebody else doesn't like what I did? What if they don't like what I've created? What if I'm not enough? But here's the thing. Take massive action, because a tribe will exist for you based on your belief that you can find them. The tribe doesn't exist until you show up to connect with them. The tribe doesn't exist until you believe that you can find and you can achieve the goal of connecting with them. Massive action means showing up every day. It means setting new habits, setting consistent, progressive goals. It means looking at yourself and saying, where am I and how can I get from where I am to somewhere new, somewhere different? How can I be a better version of myself? How can I get where I really desire to be? What actions can I take today? Because here's the thing. It's consistent, massive action of progress. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to make huge steps every day, but it's the consistency of being focused on progress and abandoning anything that holds you back, whether it's a thought pattern, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, a person, whether it's the fear of failure. Look, here's the thing. You're going to fail in life, because if you weren't going to fail, you'd already be the successful person you're capable of being, because you'd have everything figured out. So don't fear failure, the biggest failure you can ever have, is the risk not taken, as long as you're taking it from a place of knowledge and power. That is, study the things you need to study. Mentor with someone who can bring you to another level. Ask powerful questions. Get to a place of higher understanding, but be willing to grow through the pain of falling short of your own expectation. And there will be times when you wonder, am I enough? It's in those times when you look at the consistency you've put forward and said, wait a minute, if I had the passion to do all that I've done, then wouldn't it be enough? And the answer is yes, it is. It always is. It's always enough. You are enough. But you have to take actions towards where you want to be every day, not because you feel like it, not because it's comfortable, not even because it's fun or something you always enjoy. There are going to be days when you're grinding for your dream that you don't enjoy it. There's going to be tasks, if you're running your own business, that are a pain in the tail. There's going to be moments where you're like, I don't really want to do this. It doesn't really matter to me. It's not that important to me. But the reality is, here's the thing. What you don't do today, you'll regret not doing tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You'll regret not doing it because the progress you didn't make today, somebody else made today. You have to look. Realize, in a world full of 7 billion people, there are people that have your dream in a different way. There are people that want the life you desire in a different way. And there are people that are willing to work more concurrently, harder for it. There are people that are willing to make things happen for themselves. You see, here's the thing. The only regret that you should ever worry about having is, simply put, the regret that you didn't put all of you into your dreams. Now, there are moments, there are reasons you don't take actions. You're afraid somebody's not going to like you. Here's the truth. There's a whole group of people who won't. You're afraid you might lose some friends? You probably will. You're afraid you might tick somebody off? You probably will. You're afraid you're going to have critics that you don't know what to deal with? You probably will. But you are enough to deal with all of those uncomfortable things, all of those things that you'd rather not be dealing with. You are enough not only to deal with them, but to exceed your own expectations with them. Sometimes taking action is disciplining your mind. Listening to something like this, the reason we've run this channel is so that you can get a daily infusion every day, about 13 to 15 minutes of positivity, but also progressive mindedness. It's not to say that there are no problems in the world. There are problems everywhere, and they will show up if you look for them enough. But there's also progress everywhere too. Everything you do is all in how you look at it. It's all the perception you hold of it and how you use that perception to your own advantage. You and only you can make a decision about what it is you want to accomplish. You and only you can make a decision about how committed you are to whatever it is. There are people that have been in worse situations than you that have done better. There are people that have been in better situations than you that have done worse. Life is not a competition. It's not anything related to trying to compete with anybody else. Life is a series of opportunities, chances, and choices for you to take. But in order to make any choice, any decision, decisions are made in split seconds. Rationalizations that talk you out of powerful decisions can take weeks, months, or years, because you will come up with reasons within your own mind. You will create them. Oh, I'm not thin enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not educated enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough whatever. But really what it is, what you're really saying at the end of that day, at the end of that conversation is, I don't believe in me that I'm resourceful enough to take action. And if you don't believe it, you're going to prove yourself correct every single time. You are enough. You were born enough. You will always be enough. And there will never be a moment that you're not enough. But until you believe it, things will not change. Until you believe it, things will not grow. Nothing becomes possible from the place of being indecisive or inactive. Nothing becomes possible from the place of self-doubt. The only way that things become possible is when your focus is on, yes, I can, here's how I can, and then taking the steps to prove your belief. Be flexible in your desire to change things, but don't be flexible in your dreams or your ability to achieve them, know that there will be people who say you're crazy. And you can say, yeah, you're right, but I'm still going to do it. There are going to be people that say you may not have the right skills right now. Yeah, you're right, but I'm still going to do it. There are going to be people that say it's too risky. Yeah, you're right. You might be right, but I'm still going to do it. You see, here's the thing. Action steps are what create history. Nobody got rich by not taking risks. Nobody got successful in a relationship or a business by not taking risks. Hell, life itself is a risk. You could step outside your door, get hit by a bus. It's all over. But does that mean you never go outside again? You could say I love you and not hear I love you back, but does that mean you never say I love you again? You see, here's the thing. Everything you do is a risk, but if you believe in your ability to recover from anything that happens, you also have the reactive power, the reactive ability to respond to anything in front of you, to be enough for your challenges, to look at them and say, you know what, I may not know what's coming around the corner, but I know that I'm enough to respond to this in a way that's going to serve me. I can grow through it. I can get to another place with it, and I can make good things happen for myself. Now, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have every step planned out. Matter of fact, doing that's going to kill your progress, because if you're overthinking, that means you're underacting and underachieving. Because if you think about everything and how it isn't perfect yet, you're going to convince yourself that it's not the right time to move. But it is the animal that doesn't move that gets killed. It's the dream that doesn't get explored that dies. And if you want your dreams to stay alive, you've got to show up. You've got to water them every day. You've got to nurture them every night. You've got to feed them in your own space. And you've got to go into that visualization space within yourself and say, you know what? I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know where. But it's going to happen for me because I'm going to make it so. The actions you take are based on three things. The action steps you take physically and mentally and emotionally. That's the first thing. Your belief in yourself, that's the second thing. And your alignment with opportunity is the third. So get aligned, get serious, get believing that you're unlimited because you are and you've been born that way. And to act any other way other than in the complete alignment of the truth of who you naturally are, you are and can be exactly what you want to be. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish is yours, but you've got to believe. You've got to focus. You've got to get serious. You've got to take the fire from the doubters and use it to fan the flames of your dream. You've got to take action when other people are sleeping. You've got to take action when other people are eating unhealthy. You've got to take action when other people are telling you that you should just relax, just chill out, just go over here and do these other things. Go to the club. Watch TV, binge on Netflix, whatever it is that they're doing that's a lazy life or an uninspired life. Don't do those things, because to do those things means that you will not get where you desire to be. It means you can't grow to where you desire to be. You're in control of what you choose to do. You're in control of where it all goes. But the fact of the matter is, what are you actually trying to accomplish? Where are you trying to go with your desires? It's on you to figure out what the next step is. It's on you to figure out what you need out of your own experience. But the fact of the matter is, you can't find within yourself the progress you need until you believe in your own ability to create that progress in a step-by-step manner. We've got a challenge here. We've got 25 subscribers right now. When we get to 100, we're going to be giving away a $350 value. That is a 1-month package with Golden Opportunities Coaching. Share, like, subscribe. Give us an audio idea. Give us that fuel to keep going. You know why? Because we're going to take action. We're going to touch thousands of lives this year and 1 million lives overall, and we need you to help. The ability to make that happen is on you. Take action to make this world a better place. Grow, share, develop, and above all else, I remind you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.